Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to FTB Beyond from the CreedCraft server. So, we tried updating the Java arguments on the server. It seems to be doing a little better, but we are still seeing a little bit of tick rate lag, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be, or at least that's what it seems like. Hopefully it continues working good and we won't really see too much problems in the future. Now, on my applied Energistics system here, I have been doing a lot of updates in between episodes. I updated the molecular assembler here to have tons more assemblers and interfaces, and what I found is you can't put more than 8 of the assemblers and interfaces together, because that is all the more signal that can be carried through an interface is 8 channels. But so I have an 8-channel molecular assembler here, I have a 4-channel over here, and that is working really good. I also made myself up an interface terminal, and so now I can go through and look at all of my interfaces, and I can organize patterns based on what they are. Like I've got all of my terminal patterns here, whatever bus patterns here, and so there's a lot of stuff that I have been adding. Now, one thing that I've been adding is stuff for wireless. So there's several things that I'd like to do with that, but there's one more thing here. So I did finally get that crystal growth chamber made from AE2 stuff. So we have an interface on top of here. Currently it only has the Flux crystals and pure Flux crystals in here, and I was very happy to see that the Flux crystals work in this thing. So if we go here to Flux, we have 65 right now, so we can make 10 of these. It will take a bunch of this stuff, and here shortly we will start to see, now we have 67, 68, so on down the line. So one thing that I thought was really cool on this, if we craft some pure Flux crystals, because it has to make the seeds, and the seeds require the dust, it slowly brings them in. So let's craft 10 of these, and then, whoops, Flux. So let's craft 10 of these Flux crystals, and then watch the crystal growth chamber. It is really cool to watch these crystals grow, and they grow incredibly fast. So the first 2 are already finished, but it's really neat to watch them come in one at a time and then grow up. I did add acceleration cards to this, so it's as fast as it can possibly be. Now I might need to add some acceleration cards to the importer import bus that I put on the back. I'm not sure what I want to do there, but it definitely will make our crystals for us very fast. Now on these molecular assemblers, I also added acceleration cards into every one of them. So it's 12 molecular assemblers for a grand total of 60 acceleration cards. That's a lot of acceleration cards. So there's a couple of things that I want to look at today. The first one is that wireless stuff. So I already made the wireless access point, and this thing was made right here with the wireless receiver, a calculation processor, and a glass cable. The wireless receiver requires a Flux pearl, and the Flux pearl is Flux crystals, Flux dust, and an ender pearl. So we've got all of those patterns set up in here, and that is really nice. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this right here, and this will quickly come online. And then we have, let's see here, I can't remember what it's called, right here, the Infinity Booster card. So this Infinity Booster card, I believe it allows you to have this wireless access to your applied Energistics anywhere in the world. We can't put it in. Okay, well let's take a look at wireless crafting terminal. Maybe we have to put it in there. So we have a lot of stuff here. A magnet card. Oh yeah, we have to make this wireless crafting terminal from wireless crafting, and then I would imagine, no, that's wireless redstone. Wireless crafting. So where do we put this? Where do these go? I'm going to have to do a little bit of checking with Apache's base because I know that he had all of that stuff set up. Now I thought that we could just put this in here, but I guess not. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. But for the time being, I think I have pretty much all of the patterns set up to make a regular the regular Applied Energistics wireless access point or wireless terminal. So I think the only thing, okay, yeah, I was working on making these dense energy cells, and that's when I ran into problems. So actually I have that. So if we look up dense, let's go ahead and start this. And I'm not sure who has it set up, but someone has something set up, and I think it's the forestry thing, to automatically kill the rain. So that is kind of nice. So our dense energy cell should be done by now. No. Okay, so let's take a look at our crafters. We are waiting on various items. So I'm going to let this get crafted up, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have everything set up here for our wireless terminal. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Now, I'm not sure, device is not linked. I don't remember how to link this guy. I think we might have to make a security terminal for that, and that requires an Emmy chest. Perhaps I have a few more patterns to make up, so let's go ahead and get some of this stuff set up. So we need the Emmy chest. We are missing a few things. So we need some regular glass and an Emmy terminal. So let's go ahead and craft up a regular terminal. We'll get that started, and then we will get some glass. Craft up some of that. I did set up my redstone furnace over here, so that is now working for glass because I did run out of glass. So let's go ahead and try this again. Everything should be ready now. Where did that thing go? Everything keeps moving around. There it is. We don't have any glass. We still don't have any glass. Really? There we go. Finally. So, there we go. Had a little bit of lag. Okay, so there is that one. So we can go ahead and drop this into our interface terminal. It's going to take me a little while to get used to that. And then we need to make up that chest. So we'll make one of these, start that. That was quick. So then we need the security terminal, and we are going to need a 16K storage component for this. So I have only the 1K storage components at the moment. So let's look up Applied Energistics. Applied. So Applied Energistics, we have the 1K here. We're going to need to craft some of those to get to the 4K. So now we need 4K right here. So we should have everything for that. Let's go ahead and set that one up. Whoops. Where did that go? Right there. Okay, so we need to switch over to here, and we will come down to the 1K, and we'll put the 4K right next to it. So now if we look up the 4K, we should be able to craft one of those, and that will quickly craft up for us. Now we need to make the 16K. So we'll make that pattern, drop that in here as well. Come on. So 16K. For some reason, the numbers didn't... Why are the numbers not showing up? There we go. So we'll craft one of these now. And you can see it's getting more and more complex every time. And then we will make the 64K once this is finished crafting, which it seems like it's taking a while. There we go. And that makes all of our storage components. We won't be doing anything with the spatial components because those really take a lot of resources for very little improvement in storage or whatever they do. I think you can move whole sections of blocks or something like that. So now we need to make up this guy. So we should have everything there. And actually, since we have everything, we're not going to be making another one of these. So let's go ahead and clear that pattern. We'll clear this, even though that's just ghost items. But now we'll make up our security terminal. And we'll drop this down here somewhere. Right here. We'll try that. Yes, okay. I thought that's what we needed, so we dropped this in here. And that is now linked to the system, but we have no power. So how do we get power into this thing? Yeah, device is low on power. I think we actually need an energy cell for that. So let's go ahead and make up another dense energy cell. That's going to take a little while to craft, so once it's crafted, I will be right back. Wow, that totally spaced my mind. Applied Energistics charger. That's how we charge it. Okay. So we do have a tiny bit of power in this thing. We have 0.14%. So that's going to take a little while, but we can access our system now from that. So I'm going to let that charge. And I still need to try to figure out for sure how that Infinity Booster card works. So like I said, I'm going to head back to spawn and take a look at Apache's system and see how on earth that works, because I have no idea how this wireless crafting terminal mod works. So I'm going to head down there. This magnet card, yeah, that's actually not bad at all. We do need the annihilation plane, which, yep, once again, not bad at all. So I'm going to go down there and take a look at that and see how the system works, and hopefully we can get it figured out. So I couldn't find anything in Apache's base. It's possible he took it down, but we do need this wireless access point. We do need this wireless terminal. But what we need to do now is craft this wireless crafting terminal, and this is going to take the wireless terminal plus a Flux Pearl plus a crafting terminal. So we are going to need to get those things up. So applied, doing a lot of stuff with applied energistics. We need one of these, and then we need a crafting terminal. So we'll make one of those. Shouldn't take real long for any of that to be made. And then we need to do this. Now, unfortunately, that looks like it's going to reset my power, but we now have the ability if we, yeah, you can see it tries to open it, but it can't because we have no power. So I'm going to let that charge for just a little bit. And while we're waiting for that to charge, we are going to make this magnet card. So this requires blocks of iron, an advanced card, and the annihilation plane. So we'll quickly set up the pattern for the annihilation plane. This won't take much at all. We want that one. We need annihilation. ANN. I cannot spell right now. But we need to craft one of these. This shouldn't take very long at all. It's going to have to craft some processors. So, I'm not really too fond of the way that their setup here is. But so we have our annihilation plane pattern now. And I suppose we'll set this right there. We will also need the formation plane because later on we will probably be using these for something. But so now we have the ability to make the annihilation plane. So we'll craft up one of these. And then we are going to need some iron for iron blocks. I think we needed 5 of these. Yeah, whatever. Got a few too many. Then we need lapis blocks and redstone blocks, and I think, okay, we do have the lapis block. So then we still need the redstone block. And what was the other thing? An advanced card. Okay. So I know we have that one. So we're going to craft one advanced card. And now we should be able to make this guy. There we go, the magnet card. So these are the 2 upgrades for this wireless crafting terminal. We're going to go ahead and grab this. Apparently we still do not... Oh, we are unlinked. That's the problem. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And now we should be able to access our Emmy System. I want to change this to the tall terminal, and then what we can do is we can put our infinity booster and our magnet card. Now the infinity booster allows us to use this at any distance and across dimensions, which is really nice. All that we have to do is make sure that the system is chunk loaded. The magnet card will automatically or automagically insert items into the AE network. Right click to set a filter, so we can set a filter on this. So let's look here. So I could set up, get a fair amount of filtering that we can use here. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and drop this magnet card into here. And that will put everything that we pick up now into the ME system. So we have, or let's just put all of our backpacks into our main backpack. And if we break some blocks now, no? Okay, let's try setting this so we are whitelisting. Let's whitelist stone. Can't pick them up in there. That's weird. Okay, so if we put this back in there, now will it put the items into... No. That's supposed to automatically insert them. Well, that's not working right. I don't know what's going on with that. And that was kind of odd that when I... Here, let me see that again. So as I started to place those down, it was actually showing the texture for the wireless crafting terminal in my hand, but it was placing down stone blocks. I don't understand what was going on with that. But also, I guess we need to sort this by number and set it up there so we can actually see what we have. But so this is going to require me to upgrade the storage system. We're going to need to get all of our Yaba barrels taken care of so that items that are going to be coming into the system can go straight into these barrels. And we're also going to need to probably set up a little bit better basic or storage drawer system. Yeah, this is not going to be sufficient, and I still don't know what the problem is with this compacting drawer. So that's a bit of an issue as well. But I'm going to get this terminal charged up some more. I'm going to see if there's any better ways to charge this thing. Possibly with, I think thermal expansion has something. The energetic infuser. I don't know if this would be able to charge it or not, but we'll try that. And who knows? Hopefully it works. Let's see, we are missing all of these, so we need the transmission coils, we need 2 of those. Reception coil, we need 1, and then we also need a conductance coil, so that should take care of all of those. There we go, energetic infuser. We'll drop this right here, that should be good enough. So let's go ahead and grab out our terminal and just see here. Okay, yes, that does charge in here, and oh my gosh, that is going to take forever to charge. So yeah, we are going to be waiting for this guy to charge for quite some time, but I'm assuming that after we get it fully charged, it will last a long time. So yeah, the energy cell that I made, that's not how you charge this thing. So gonna let this charge. I'm gonna take a look at a few more things while I'm waiting, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I have made a little something to help out here with charging this terminal, and that is the Flux Linkage Concentrator Augment. And right now, nope, don't want to put you on just yet. Right now we are using 100 RF a tick. Very slow at charging. We put this thing in, and now we're using 9,000 RF a tick. So it's over 9,000! Sorry. I am sorry. I'm sure that is why that's the number, because it's, yeah. that is messed up, because that's, yeah, 90 times as high. There's no reason for it to go up 90 times with this. But, yeah, you can see this is charging very fast now. And what I want to do is try to figure out how to get this thing to work. And once I get it working, I think I'm going to go on a little bit of a mining expedition and see if I can get a few of the items that we are kind of running low on. Really, we're not running low on a lot of them. It's just that they haven't been processed. But there are a few things like gold that we could really use a lot of. And I guess we could run that through our induction smelter. I don't know, maybe that would be a better idea. But this thing is fully charged now with 16 million AE. So we have plenty of power. Now, like I say, I don't understand how we're supposed to get this to put the items in there. So we can open this filter directly. Actually, the filter that I put in there is gone. Let's try this. We'll pick up a few things. We'll open this up. Can we put this in there? So we're whitelisting smooth stone. So now, if we break this stuff, it's still going into my inventory. Well, now, once again, that is showing the terminal here. Maybe it keeps one stack? Let me head down to the mining dimension and we will give this a shot. Well, I am not entirely sure how to make that thing work, but another issue is I accidentally pulled the Infinity Booster card out of that terminal, and now it will not do anything. So, oh, there's cave here. So, yeah, I'm just going to mine here for a little bit until all of my backpacks are full. We're going to run out of space for stone before anything because, well, quite frankly, we didn't bring along the, whatever, I know what I'm talking about, the barrel for the smooth stone. But, yeah, I do have plenty of mana available, and I'll need to set that stuff up afterwards for refilling. But, yeah, I'm just going to mine here for a little bit. It seems like there was something else I was going to tell you guys, but I cannot recall what it is right off the top of my head. So, once we get this entire mine squared off at that level, we're going to be abandoning this because, yeah, this is where our mine is. This is where my base is. So, we're going to be starting a new mine over here shortly. And I want to make sure that I get all of the goodies out of this one first. So I'm going to just mine until I'm out of space, and then I'll meet you guys back at the base. So I have finally figured out this wireless crafting terminal and how to make it work. So the first thing that I had to do was to go into my controls, and I love this new mouse. I can turn off the ratcheting on the scroll wheel and get it to just spin. But I needed to change this activate deactivate magnet card. I put it to period because that is an unused button. And now what you can do here, if you press period or whatever the activation key is, you can see extra items left on the ground, magnet card deactivated, extra items added to inventory. Now this is the one that will put them into the system. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove my ring of magnetization. And watch what happens here. The smooth stone just vanishes. Now it's in my... Okay, this was working just a second ago. Okay, let me try this again. So... that is strange, because before it was working. Let's try putting the magnet back on. Now this was working just a second ago, which this is really weird. But you can see it says that it's active now, and I'm not sure what I did. So that should be what I need. I am a little bit confused as to what is going on here. So yeah, my inventory is filling up with garbage now. I think I may know what the problem is. Let's pull out the magnet card and we'll take a look at it real quick. So if we right click here, no, this is still correct. But let's try adding a few things to the whitelist here. Some of the various items, I guess that one's already in there. Some of the various items that we will be picking up. Okay, we'll put this back into this card, or the thing now. Okay, so now I'm going to just add all of these items back to the AE system. And you can see we have 3.8 million smooth stone over there now. So let's see what happens now. And once again, it added it to my inventory. I don't know. I have no idea what is going on here. Like I say, this was working just a little bit ago, and now it's not working at all. I don't get it. But oddly enough, now the extra items are going into the applied Energistics system. That one's not whitelisted, so it does not go in. But I think if we... or is this stuff just invisible? I think it's just invisible. Something is goofy here. I had this working a bit ago. Here, let's try this. So now what's going to happen? I am really confused as to what is going on here. It says that it's picking the items up. But yeah, I have a feeling that there's actually a huge block of invisible items floating underneath me. I don't know. I had this thing working just a bit ago, and now it seems to not be working. So I don't know what is going on with that. If you guys know how to use the magnet card, I would love to hear about it, because it does not seem like it is working for me. But yeah, you can see it's still dumping all of the items into my inventory. That is really annoying. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go check and see how the length of the episode is doing, because I think we're getting pretty close. And then I will be back. So I have been unable to get this wireless crafting terminal to dump its items back into the Emmy system. But yeah, I'll try to figure that out. I was able to get it to do it once, and I don't know what I did to change it. But we are out of time for this episode, so I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on, or something that I could work on in the future, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!